welcome back to Best Life and Beyond. We are at the Bowers Museum here in Orange County.
Yes, specifically Santa Ana, California. We are literally waiting in line, so if you're hearing traffic go by, we are waiting for the 10 a.m. entrance. We are going to check out the Disney exhibit at the Bowers Museum. It's finally reopened, and they extended it, so we're gonna go and check it out today.
All this stuff came from the Walt Disney Archive, so it's like, this is like sacred stuff, and I'm super excited because it's the first day back. It's just been way too long, and I remember when this first came out, I was so excited to see this, and then whoop, the world halted, but we're back. I see a lot of Disney shirts, I see a lot of Mickey Mouse, which I'm wearing my new shirt representing. Then I got my new mask, my Disneyland Railroad mask that was sent to me that I'm cherishing, that people have noticed already. Cast members have said something to me down to Disney, former workers from the railroad. Very excited about it, as am I. I just can't wait to get in there. All right, the rules and regs sign. Wear a mask at all times, maintain a social distance of 6 feet, clean hands often with provided sanitizer, or if you've brought your own, I'm sure you can use your own, but it's nice that they provide it. We're entering the building. Look at this temperature scanner. So you
97.6.
Yeah, you are.
So if you stand right there and look at the camera. I couldn't see what you were.
Successful.
98.1.
That's right.
You're a little toasty.
I'm hot, baby. So there's the prices up there. Adults 25, seniors 22, students 22, children 5, children under 3 free, and members are free. Awesome. All right, there's my entry sticker. I'm legit. Of course, Katie ripped hers. Walt's watching. He's watching you. Entering another line. Look, there's Dumbo up there. The flying elephant. Disney exhibit this way. Historic wing that way. We're going this way. Look at Dumbo. We're going right under him. Look at those ears. There's the projection representing Disney Archives, who's responsible for this. Inside the Walt Disney Archives. Here we go. They're playing on the TV scenes from Prop Culture, which is on Disney Plus. A lot of the stuff, or most of the stuff that's in Prop Culture is in here. Yeah. Is what I was told. So that's why the correlation is such. And so, yeah. Yeah, it'll be cool to see it, because I mean, just when we watched that show. Now there was a few episodes we didn't get to. Yeah. But I think we saw the majority of them. True. So I'll be excited. Yeah. We're headed in, and we're greeted by Walt right away. He's got that photo with that serious look. I wonder if that was at Hyperion. I always wonder about that. Oh yeah, Mickey's shadow's in there. Yeah, it's a little overexposed there. Now you can see it. So this is crazy, because look, there he is at his desk. So that desk you're looking at was used in the Saving Mr. Banks film. And it's all reproductions, but it's, you know, exact. They're very thorough in their work in that effort, which is still in his office over in Burbank. They've left it there. Wow. Tom Hanks' version of Walt Disney got to sit there, which is really cool. And Katie pointed out that the archive started in 1970, so it's as old as me. Yep, as old as you.
Founded in 1970 by Dave Smith.
And as we come over here, I see something familiar. There she is. Some concept art.
This is hard to be. I'm so emotional right now.
It's so great.
Hey look, I found you with the camera.
Yeah, there I am. I always like to sit at that portion of the boat on Jungle Cruise. There's the castle. These are some real brass survey markers from Disneyland. You know, they pound those into the concrete and line up the survey equipment to get, you know, all the distances and things correct. That's what the, I think that ruler thing is for. That's what that tripod was for. That tripod was for the surveying of Disneyland. So Katie, this is Herb Ryman's original concept drawing, right?
1953.
Is this the one that they sat all weekend? Yeah. And Walt sat with him because he asked him at the last minute to create this, right? That's what Keith told us. Yeah. And so he sat with him all weekend and said, you know, let's make this happen, and there it is. That's crazy. It's pretty incredible.
Look at that, the world of Tamara, like the amount of little like detail in there. I took a photo so we can like analyze it later.
Yeah. Mickey, as he transforms over the years, that's pretty cool. As we enter the reading room, and look, that just freaked me out because that really seemed like he was standing there welcoming us. It has like a 3D effect. Thanks, Walt. He's like asking you to dance almost. What a gentleman.
Can you imagine? I could cry just looking at that.
That's how he would have welcomed you into Disneyland.
Oh,
Come on in, Katie.
my heart.
Okay, one of my favorite Disney films that wasn't really well received right away in the beginning, but Fantasia was so groundbreaking, and the music and everything about it.
I think we watched it during quarantine.
Stokowski. What a beautiful poster. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
So here's an original animation desk. And I keep seeing this phone. I have one of those phones. I need to break it out. I literally have one of those. But yeah, the spinning animation desk. Speaking of Fantasia, there's the Hyacinth Hippo, little artist model that they can refer to as they're animating it. Some more Fantasia little renderings there. So they're kind of recreating the archives itself.
Yeah, so this is the reading room.
Clearly, all the books.
Yes. And then, like, well, as we get farther, you'll see we're going to go to the back room.
Right. I'm curious to see what books are in here. Nursery stories, story of Mickey Mouse. So even these graphics are appropriate. Because look, these must be photos of all the books that are in the archive, I'm imagining, and they go all the way down the hall there. Look at these Mickey paintings, are so great. I remember that one very well. It's like he's in Walt's office.
It's John Hench.
That's a John Hench.
Both of them are.
Both are John Hench. Overlooking the park there. And that's the Mary Poppins snow globe, right?
Yeah, it's a St. Paul's snow globe. It's featured in Mary Poppins. And it's one of the earliest things to come into the Walt Disney Archives.
So this table houses like some story script pages. This is
60 years with your promotional press kit.
Promotional press kits.
For the archives.
Researcher's notepad. Hey, look at Steamboat Willie. There he is. So it's got the story with, it's almost like a storyboard with the script kind of situation. It's a drawing from Plain Crazy, an early rendition of Mickey there, which is just plain crazy. This is a kind of a signage I'm used to seeing working in the studios, but it never said company shooting. That's really cool. But a lot of times, you know what we say when you're moving a location, and you're moving the whole crew and all the equipment, it's a company move, Katie, is what we call it.
You're a company move.
So it's funny to see that.
Oh my gosh.
Something else I'm used to seeing, commissary. We never have a menu like that. We just have it on the wall, but there's the menu for the commissary.
Look at just the art on it.
Cocktails and appetizers? Oh my gosh. And a great sign, hairstyling and makeup department. And look at Minnie, she's got her comb and her mirror. She's getting all gussied up. There's a cool traveling makeup kit. Walt Disney Productions. I remember that logo with him. There's another John Hench painting, 75th anniversary. As you can see in the fireworks, there's a 75 right there. Look how proud Mickey is of the 75th. Some archival footage of folks getting everything ready. There's those books in the background. We're looking at the Fess Parker Davy Crockett coonskin hat. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
And the coolest part about it is it's got the tail on the back. Now that started in the 50s. That was like a craze that happened with those hats because that was so popular. That craze still went on into the 70s because I had one of those. And it was super popular to come to Disneyland and get, a coonskin hat for sure. There's a Zorro sword right there.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the bed knobs from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. 71, that's my era. There's a magic ring from the Shaggy Dog. Now, do you know that, fun fact, the Shaggy Dog lived right down the street from me, the dog that they actually used. There was two of them.
Oh, really?
But they actually lived in Woodland Hills, and I got to meet them as a kid.
Just laugh because I wonder if your mom told you that to make you believe it.
No, I met the dogs. No.
Just kidding.
When you grow up in the valley up there, you meet a lot of people who are involved in that industry, and that was kind of how I grew up, was meeting a lot of those folks. 1964 Mary Poppins, look at those blocks. Holy moly, you can see the wear on them. That is pretty cool. Holy moly.
So the carpet bag for Mary Poppins, that is it right there. So remember, I guess somebody won, if you watched Prop Culture.
Oh, that's right.
They were saying somebody won it.
In a contest way back in the day. And then
they kept all the coupons or tickets, whatever it came with, and then just stored the carpet bag, and then they found it.
They acquired it.
And that's it. That's
one of the
amazing.
most prized possessions, I think, because
Julie Andrews touched that,
That's
everyone.
pretty cool.
Julie Andrews. By the way, if you don't know, Julie Andrews is literally one of my idols in life. Like, I read her books. I'm obsessed.
I'm not mad at that.
Obsessed.
You know, our fireworks shows, a man named Walt Disney and the Jungle Cruise Congo Queen model. Look at that thing. Unreal. So I came over here to look at this to see what this plaque had to say. Dennis Emsley, assistant cataloger for Walt Disney Archives. What's up, Dennis?
I feel like we know him, but I don't.
He looks really familiar.
He looks so familiar, like we've seen him somewhere. I just don't know where, though.
Maybe,
isn't it bothering you? Maybe you've seen him probably outside of Disneyland trying to get your ride.
I don't know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Just gonna have to leave the camera right there for a minute. See if we can figure this out.
Hopefully it'll come to us.
He's a good-looking guy.
No, he really is. I mean...
Maybe it'll come to me at some point. I don't know.
Maybe.
Here's some early merchandise. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs traveling case. Katie would have used that for sure.
I would give my right foot for that.
And the Mickey and Minnie hand card. That, oh my gosh, because that's that really heavy duty, those like old metal toys.
The real stuff.
That's crazy.
I love the Bambi plush doll.
It reminds me of Binky.
It does.
And a 1930s Mickey. Look at him. You have to kind of see the size of these plush dolls. They're huge. Look at these. They look almost 2 feet tall. It's pretty cool. All right, what are we looking at? Some Disneyland stuff here. I see some cast member badges. I see some old ticket books.
Yeah, these are the old. These are old tickets.
Tokyo Disneyland.
Amazing.
Wow.
Wow, look at that.
This would have been given to you for 10 years of service at Disneyland.
Wow.
And that one was given to a woman named Joyce Bellinger, recognition of 10 years of employment. She worked at the ticket booth for the Mark Twain on opening day in 1955 and continued working at the park for 30 years. We hear a lot of those kind of stories of people working there for so many years, dedicated.
This is
Wow.
Engineer Mickey Mouse.
That is
used
so
by Walt
cool.
Disney on opening day of Disneyland.
Oh, I remember that photo
Yep.
in the train, and he's holding on to him.
There he is.
He's even hip with the whole face covering thing.
Can you believe Walt held him?
That's pretty
Just
cool.
let that sink in for a second.
Yeah, Engineer Mickey.
Like, that Mickey was there on opening day. Like right there, that Mickey.
I like that he's got his overalls rolled up, just like the train guys would.
Dude, this is probably the, like for me, this so far, this is the best thing here.
Yeah.
Like ever.
So the oldest piece in this room, I read, was the Laugh-O-Gram megaphone that Walt used during doing the Laugh-O-Gram
In
projects.
1923.
Yeah, and you can see the Laugh-O-Gram logo on there, stenciled on there.
So this is the audio animatronic component of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln from 1964.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. State of Illinois Pavilion, New York World's Fair.
He looks kind of scary, huh?
A little bit Terminatory. But hey, magic has to happen somehow.
That's right, good point.
So, The Wonderful World of Color from 1961 to 1969, that's the original like title cell setup that they would use.
Oh, for the TV show.
Yep.
Yeah. There's your girl Julie Andrews right there.
That's my queen right there.
I remember having that album. I literally had that album. I had it. I totally remember it because I remember their faces being disembodied and it weirded me out. But there's the gold record. Well deserved. There's an original animation cell of Donald from 1957. I guess the piece was called Donald's Award. Was that episode? It's a beautiful piece. Some production art from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
That's incredible.
I got to rewatch that. I really loved that one.
I think we need to do a movie night and watch that.
There's the original album cover art for the Haunted Mansion album that came out. I remember that. 1969. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Some visual development art. And my reflection. Sorry about that. And I love that the organ from 20,000 Leagues is in the Haunted Mansion, which this piece is right next door. Huh, kind of appropriate. Here's some production art from the Black Hole. It was one of my favorites as a kid. You can see the ship being sucked into the black hole right there. 1979. Some conceptual art from Beauty and the Beast.
Man, that's my favorite Disney film.
Beauty and the Beast. We're about to head into Dimensional Collections, this next room. Oh, there she is. You know, they made so many changes to the Scary Adventure.
At Disneyland the ride? Or
Yeah,
attraction?
at Disneyland the ride, yeah. I'm just worried that we're not going to see her as scary as we used to. I hope we do, I don't know. So that was one of those original Emporium displays, you know, when you're outside and they have like the dioramas that nowadays are animated and moving, but that's one of the original ones. That's crazy. This is from the Swiss Family Treehouse that, I used to love that attraction.
It's one of my favorites too.
That is so cool. The Jungle Lookout.
Like Tarzan.
No, we like Tarzan. It's just,
But Swiss Family.
that was the origin. Look who we found. It's our friend the alien. And again, I think sometimes these guys are misunderstood. It looks like he's coming at you. Really, no, he's just smiling. He just has.
Oh, he's from the Great Movie Ride.
Is that where he's from?
Oh man, that's the one from Magic Kingdom, 2017. No more Great Movie Ride. I really wanted to get there to be able to experience that attraction, but
Yeah. H.R. Giger, I never know if I pronounce it correctly, is the designer of that. My mom's favorite kind of, I don't know if it's a horror film, but it's one of my mom's favorite films. And look who it is. It's our friend Captain Rex. This is prior to him becoming a DJ. It was just one of his earlier gigs.
yeah,
He had a lot of gigs.
right?
Well, we don't know that.
From 1987, the year yours truly was born, so we are the same
Oh,
age.
wow. So look at you guys.
What up, Rex? Man, I mean, 33's been okay so far, you know.
That's good. That's good. Some original attraction posters. Pirates of the Caribbean, Peter Pan, Fantasyland.
7, and this is 55.
1955 Peter Pan. Look at that.
No way.
Isn't that crazy? The cool thing about the Peter Pan poster is that it's a 6-color silk screen. 6 different colors had to be screened on appropriately, perfectly placed so that everything lays in where it's supposed to lay. Amazing. We have arrived. Welcome, foolish mortals. Oh my gosh, are you
geeking
kidding?
out right now?
I am tripping with original stretching room paintings. Look, the real deal right there. When I look at this Haunted Mansion exhibit, I can just hear Paul Frees saying, "Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion."
And these tombstones are all from Magic Kingdom.
And these are Magic Kingdom tombstones. Look,
Yes.
Mark Davis tribute right there.
1971.
Master Gracie for Yale Gracie, and Francis Xavier Existencio. Phineas and Ezra and Gus, they're all ready for you. They're ready to follow you home. Costumes that I'll let Katie describe.
Elsa.
Okay.
Anna. You know what's funny? I remember to you with Cinderella's slipper. If you guys saw,
Oh, because it was similar. This
this was where.
They might have even had these featured. I don't even know.
No.
At D23, right?
If you watched our D23 video from, I guess it was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spence was looking at all the gowns and he saw Cinderella's slipper.
And I couldn't say it.
He did like 5 different cuts. He's all Cinderella's.
Yeah, go watch the.
You called her Cinderella.
Yeah, I couldn't
if
get
you
the-
remember that.
Well, it was the
comment
Cinderella
below.
slipper thing. I was
Cinderella.
just, my mouth wouldn't do it. 1992's The Mighty Ducks. There's the jacket worn by Emilio Estevez. And just a bunch of amazing costumes here. Rocketeer in the end there. The Dharma Initiative computer from Lost. That's the kind of computer that I started on in school when computers first became kind of home use with the big floppy disk drives there. And if you had 2 floppy disk drives, that was pretty baller. But this kind of keyboard, it reminds me of the Apple II. Wow, that's literally how I started using computers, was on something like that.
Wow.
And I can hear Charles Fleischer doing the voice of Roger. When I look at that, that is so crazy. I wish I could do it, but
That's the actual live
please,
action.
Eddie. Please, Eddie.
That's the actual live action reference model.
Yeah, I think they use that in shots
Yeah.
on set just to give everybody, right?
Yeah, we saw this in prop culture.
So rad.
And check it out, Wilson.
Oh my God.
This is the Wilson. He made it from the island. They recovered Wilson.
That's so crazy. I love Wilson's hair.
Me too.
That's how I look sometimes in the morning.
That's how you look every morning.
And from 1959, Jimmy, the Mouseketeer from the Mickey Mouse Club, that was his guitar. Like, that's so crazy to see that. Like, again, chills. I don't know if you can tell, but I remember seeing that guitar and because of the way the Mickey was positioned, and it was just, oh my gosh. It's so crazy to see that. I watched that every single day. The Mouse Guitar. Pretty cool Cogsworth production model for the live action.
Yeah, and there's Lumiere.
Lumiere, and they're really cool to see them like that, actually. I see the Muppets. Looks like some rap sheets.
From Most Wanted, Muppets Most Wanted.
Most Wanted. Look at Animal.
That's pretty much me. It's what they hang inside Disneyland.
Yeah.
Don't let me in the Emporium after hours.
This is true. And look at all their fingerprints. That's hilarious. How weird their fingerprints are.
This was one of my favorite movies growing up.
From 1989, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids shrinking machine. Rick Moranis operated that. Okay, you want to get shrunk? Here we go.
Okay. Wow, it's crazy being this small.
It worked.
You know, I remember this from Disneyland. Raise your hand if you remember Honey, I Shrunk the Audience at Disneyland.
I'm raising. There's Herbie the Love Bug. That's from Fully Loaded in 2005. Pretty cool. It's got a rag top on top there, kind of the pseudo convertible, the iconic number 53. And I always loved the rims, those deep dish moon rims, I think they call them. Because my first car was a VW Squareback of the same color, that kind of creamy off-white. But I didn't have those rims, and I always wanted those rims so bad. And from the Wonderful World of Color in 1962, this was used by Ed Wynn, the super talented Ed Wynn, super funny. World of Color, the Golden Horseshoe Review. I think I recall seeing that, but bicycle piano, you imagine riding that and playing at the same time? It's a 1915 Model T that was used in the absent-minded professor. Fred McMurray would have been driving that. And the plane you're looking at is from the Rocketeer. I think it's called the GB.
This is my home, Pride Rock.
Oh, there it is.
Do you see me standing there?
There you are.
I am Mufasa. K-Fasa.
That's so great. Look how tiny.
Dude. This is Pride Rock, man. There it is, 1/8 inch.
And Katie finds Pride Rock anywhere she goes. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's in the Big Thunder Queue.
Everything's Pride Rock to me.
We were up in Lake Tahoe.
I found Pride Rock there.
Found Pride Rock there.
I love Pride Rock. Like, if I could get a tattoo, I would get a tattoo of Pride Rock.
There you go.
I don't know why, but I love it. Maybe it's because I'm a lion.
That's true. And I know this is very current, but Ford versus Ferrari, that is pretty darn cool. That is amazing. 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II. Wow. All right, one of the highlights of the Prop Culture Show, and if you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it.
This part will make you cry.
It really will. They acquired one of the original broomsticks.
Yes, from 1964.
From Mary Poppins, and there was none of these left. I mean, this was pretty rare. Was it one of the dancers?
Yeah, and I think it's playing behind us, but she like pulled one of the strings out. She was like, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her.
Yeah. Rick Moranis' digital watch from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Man, and the glasses.
And there's his glasses.
Wow.
What?
That's so cool. And the maquette from of Jessica Rabbit from 1988.
Roger Rabbit. There's some original photos. So cool, because you can see depth in these things, almost like it was on a multi-plane camera or something. And of course the pair of gloves that the archivists use, and a loop is what that device is right there to look in real close, like magnify a photo. And so when you visit the studios in Burbank, this is an area that we've visited many times when we go to screenings over there. You can see that's pretty much the view, a lot bigger. Yes. But you can see the Seven Dwarfs holding up the roof, which is one of my favorite things. And then all the pillars that you see there have all of the legends, handprints, and dedications. There's Julie Andrews.
I saw her real prints. So these are just like, kind of like visuals of what they look like.
Recreations.
Yeah, but over there you can like touch them and...
There's Ollie Johnston. And this was always funny because this was a funny one to me, and I remember seeing this over there. Ward Kimball, how he added a finger by moving his hand. Typical Ward Kimball. He was kind of a goofster. Paul Frees, voice of Haunted Mansion, as well as many other things for Disney, but my favorite Haunted Mansion, of course. As well as Adventures Through Inner Space, another favorite of mine that Paul voiceovered. And then a recreation of the statue that you do see right there, kind of in that position at Burbank. And it's appropriate that that's the last room, as you end up in Burbank at the kind of current day, but even more appropriate when you leave in the last room. The thing that you see in this last room here is Walt living his dream.
So beautiful. It's even more since Disneyland's not open, it's making it even more emotional.
Yeah, it's hard for me to kind of hold back the emotion with looking at that. And a big thank you to all of the staff at the archives. There they are. Incredible work, very important work, and we're so happy that these people are dedicated and have such a love for the Disney stuff, you know, and all the properties. As we exit
To the gift shop.
Not necessarily through, they don't force you through, which I'm not mad at exiting through a gift shop ever. Kind of how it is for Star Tours, what used to be Adventures Through Inner Space, but look at all this rad stuff.
Let's go spend some money.
Oh boy.
Let's go spend some money.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, into the gift shop. Look at this place. Oh my gosh.
So how much for this entire... We have a record player.
Yeah, look at the picture disc, as they call those.
How much is this?
Look at Jiminy there.
Storybook Land. This is incredible.
I'll follow Jiminy anywhere. He's standing on a cactus. Jiminy, it's dangerous.
You know, oven mitts.
Oven mitts there.
I would get this, but it says 2020.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Snow White, little tea set. Appropriate. And look at these teapot purses. Those are really cool. That's a great idea. Look at the pile of t-shirts and sweatshirts, Katie.
Yes, they're exclusive to that. Here's what the shirt looks like.
Oh, like that was the one that we saw outside. That's great.
Yes, and then here's the sweater. Now, I like this one because on the back it says the Bowers Museum, so it's exclusive for this event.
Sure. I like the subtle zip-down one with the logo on the front like that. That's really cool.
I do too.
Nice.
I love a good hoodie.
And the 50 gold represents 50th anniversary, so that's really awesome. They've got a pretty comprehensive collection of books that you can purchase, along with this amazing Star Wars archives, 1977 to 83. And they've got a lot of other interesting things that you can purchase, non-related to Disney, because it's not the only exhibit happening at the Bowers. I like this globe. That's awesome. It seems like everywhere I go lately there's some Bob Ross merchandise. Look, there's a Bob Ross mug that you can get. Behind this glass case they've even got some signed versions of these books. Like the Sleeping Beauty one back there, signed by Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston. Oh my gosh, $7.95 for that. Love Pop, this company makes these amazing cards. Look at transformation of Mickey there. And I love this simple kind of art direction with these two cards. Really cool. I mean, I would literally buy these just to frame them. Look at that. And then through September 15th, 20% off, you guys. Come get your merch while you can for the 20% off. And then after that, you're going to have to pay full price, but it's still worth it. All right, leaving the Bowers Museum.
With my purchases.
Got some stuff. What did you get? You got a couple sweatshirts, is that what you got?
I got the pullover and the zip-up hoodie.
All right, cool.
Just because, you know, I love my pullover. And it's exclusive, and it was 20% off. I used some of my birthday money I had left over.
All right, well, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that tour through the Bowers Museum, Walt Disney Archives.
I enjoyed it so much, and
unbelievable.
It was hard not to get emotional even during that.
Yeah.
Like, let me just tell you, especially with Disneyland being closed as we currently speak, that really was quite a treat. Thank you to all the Walt Disney Archives people that made this happen, and of course the Bowers Museum, such an amazing place. I hope you guys get a chance to check it out.
I know, it's back open. This is so great. This was the first day, so make sure to get down here. You're going to enjoy it if you're a Disney fan at all, and you might learn something along the way.
And if you like this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun, adventures, and great things.
That's right. Hit the notification bell as well. That's important as well. And we'll see you next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody.